What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are currently on the test server, guys. Today, we're gonna have a look at the most powerful duo in the entire game, Cupidus and Venus. And yeah, I am talking more about PvE, not PvP. Siphi and Rotos are still there at the top, dominating, but you know what I mean? They got a bit of a rework recently, and honestly, they're bringing pretty much everything that you need to a party in order to succeed. So if we're gonna have a quick look at their builds, guys, I have multiple Venuses, but we're gonna use the one that's not empowered. So this one right here, Lifesteal and Perception. Total stats on her, we have 65k HP. I focus more on survivability because a lot of bosses hit pretty hard, okay? Stage 25, the Dragon, the Spider. So overall, you wanna give them some survivability. 2.4k attack, 3.3k defense, 244 speed, 97 crit rate, 355 accuracy, and 131 crit damage. This is the same Venus that I'm using for the Hydra clan boss. What exactly makes Venus so special now? The A1 has poisons, defense down, weaken, we have AoE HP burn, 100% chance now. Pure Partner removes all buffs from all enemies, 50% chance to grant an extra turn, only available when Cupidus is on the same team. This skill right here is extremely powerful for the Hydra clan boss. Extremely powerful even for Arena. We're gonna take them in for a spin there as well. When the Hydra clan boss got released, a lot of people in my clan started using Venus and Cupidus. Cupidus has the A1 AoE. Now, of course, he got a bit better because a few things changed on his kit. But at that time, together with Inquisitor Shamael, her for defense down and weaken, HP burn, poisons, and Cupidus constantly with the A1 attacking AoE, they used to do tons and tons of damage on the Hydra. Now, if we're gonna have a look at the auras, Venus has an HP based aura for all battles. Cupidus has an attack aura for all battles as well. So if you're lacking one of these stats, you can play around with their auras as well. AoE on the A1, damage increases by 15 if the target has any debuffs. Okay, so Venus is gonna bring in debuffs. That's gonna help Cupidus to deal more damage. The A2 became AoE now and has a 100% chance to land HP burn. Very, very nice as well. The A3 places an increased attack buff on the champion, then attacks one enemy. Has a 50% chance to place HP burn debuff on all enemies if this attack kills an enemy, and the debuff cannot be resisted. This is on a 3-turn cooldown. This can be pretty nice as well because he buffs himself with increased attack, so you don't really need to use a different champion for that, or it just gives him extra damage on the A2 and A1, sorry. Punishing Partner. Attacks inflict 25% more damage. Always counter attacks when attacked. Only available when Venus is on the same team. Now, this one right here makes him even crazier, okay? When you pair these two together, they have such a nice bonus. Each one of them does something very, very good. More damage, and always counter-attacking is great. We have the aura right here, another 33%, but attack this time around. He is on lifesteal and speed set. How I mentioned, I kind of built him for survivability with a bit of attack as well. Now, this gear is glyphed, so the stats are pretty nice on him. Like, having high glyphs on them is game-changing, okay? 8% on each piece, 6-7% on the rest of them. If you add them up, they give you so many stats that you're just going crazy, okay? So the stats from the glyphs are absolutely insane. One thing to keep in mind. The gear that I have on him is solid too. So the gauntlet is HP, not crit damage. Attack chest piece, attack boots. I have an HP ring with a triple roll on attack. I have the flat HP just to give him a better HP overall. Crit damage, amulet, and we have an attack banner. Total stats, 56k HP, 6.4k attack, 2k defense, 189 speed, 103 crit rate, 209 crit damage, 187 accuracy. You see, I haven't really focused on getting disgusting accuracy, crazy crit damage. No, this works just fine in terms of masteries, offense, and support tree. Now, because I have that sexy chest piece with quadruple roll on crit rate, I have too much crit rate, so I actually went with Blade Disciple. Tier 6, we have War Master. I went with the support tree because the defense tree is not going to benefit us whatsoever since we're always counterattacking because of Venus being in the same team. So we went on the support tree instead. War Master is going to be very important on bosses, guys. For Arena, we're actually going to change a bit the build on him. I'm going to give him crit damage Gauntlet, and I'm going to change the Masteries, while I'm going to keep pretty much everything else the same, because it's going to be more than enough for what exactly we want to see. If you have a Madame series, if you have a Kaimar, I would probably still suggest you not to use this combo for Arena. But if you don't, Cupidus, Venus together, they're gonna rock. You're gonna see that in just a second. But let's jump over to the Spider Dungeon and see if they can duo stage 25. But here we are, guys. We have Venus, Cupidus. Venus is the lead just to have more HP in case if the Spider Queen decides to give us a nasty crit. Cupidus is weak affinity here, so he's always gonna get targeted by the Spiderlings. That's if Venus is not too low on the HP. If she's under 50% HP, she might get targeted at some point. So that's why we have them both on lifesteal. Look at the heal that we're getting out from Cupidus. He's always counter-attacking, and the heal is always putting him back on full HP. Now, in case if that doesn't go as planned, we have War Master. War Master is going to help us to deal more damage on the Spider Queen, plus it's going to guarantee us that we're going to go back on full HP regardless, as long as we're proccing a War Master. When we're counter-attacking or when we're normally just attacking the boss, you know? But that's pretty much the way it works, guys. Counter-attack, slowly drain the boss, get that HP down. We have two champions, both of them, they land the AoE HP burn, which is very, very powerful. But I'm gonna fast forward from here towards the end of the run, guys, and then we're gonna move over to see if we can duo the Dragon 25 as well. And here we are, it took us 1 minute and 59 seconds. Venus and Cupidus duo Spider stage 25. Venus dealt 7.7 million damage, Cupidus 15.8, and healed over 2.1 million damage because of the lifesteal and all the counterattacks. So it's definitely pretty solid to see that they can do this together without getting wrecked by the Spider Queen. If you guys enjoyed the music you heard in the video, I just want to let you know I partnered up with Soundstripe. They have an amazing music library, so if you're a content creator, a music enthusiast, you're looking for some new music to jam on, definitely head over and check them out. The link will be in the description down below. Plus, I can save you 15% on checkout by using code Skratch. Now let's move over to the Dragon Dungeon and see if we can wreck stage 25 as well. This time around, Cupidus is actually strong affinity. I chose to put him as the lead to gain more attacks so I can kill the waves faster. I don't care at all if he dies on the boss. All I care about is for him to carry Venus to the boss so she can deal with the dragon. Now, because he is strong affinity, the waves are not really gonna focus on him. They're gonna target Venus. Luckily, they have AoE attacks, so that's actually gonna help us out. But I'm gonna fast forward the run as well, guys, so you guys can see how we're going through the waves, how we're dealing with the boss, and then we're gonna move over to Arena. And bang, 1 minute and 16 seconds, Dragon, stage 25, Cupidus and Venus. We have 4.1 million damage from Cupidus, 1.1 million heal, Venus with 3.2 million damage, and she healed for a modest 276k. Now, I'm quickly gonna adjust a bit the build on Cupidus, and we're gonna jump straight into Arena. Now, I should probably put him on a Savage set, give him all sorts of fancy attack and all that, but I'm not gonna do that, guys. I'm gonna keep him like this. I just changed the gloves on him, so instead of the HP gloves, he has crit damage gloves now instead. He gained a bit of more attack, 6.6k, almost 6.7, 278 crit damage. So, he should be wrecking anyway, regardless if he's on Savage or no. Of course, with Savage, the damage will be out of the roof, and I should build him like that, but I'm gonna keep him the way he is. For Masteries, I'm actually quickly gonna change them because I wanna give him something that's gonna benefit him in arena, you know, to actually deal damage and just to make the most out of it. I'm gonna go with Helm Smasher. That's definitely gonna give us a pretty solid amount of damage, but I'm still gonna go on the support tree. It's literally no point for me to go on the defense tree, especially that we're gonna run him with Venus. Now, if you don't run him with Venus, yeah, probably you're gonna wanna go on the defense tree, get counter attack masteries on him, use a Savage, a Cruel set, a Savage, or a crit damage set, inflate his stats like crazy. I'm not even gonna change this ring. I have fairly decent amount of attack already on him, so I'm happy with the stats that I have. For Venus, what I should really do is give her more accuracy. So if I would have an accuracy chest piece instead, that would actually be great, but I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna keep her the way she is because it doesn't really matter that much. If we're gonna go all the way to arena, guys, now we're gonna do a couple of fights in here, guys. We're gonna see what teams we can actually select. This one and this one seems fairly decent targets since they don't have a Rotos. Rotos is definitely not the opponent that we want to attack with Cupidus. It requires a double hit in there. We're weak affinity, so we don't want to get all fancy and complicated. But we're going to go around like this and see what exactly is going to happen against a team like that. Probably I don't have enough accuracy on Venus to land debuffs on that Duchess, but that's fine. There we go, I knew it. We're going to sleep her instead. And actually, I'm going to go and attack now. If she doesn't have reaction, I'm curious to see what damage we're getting on. So 69k hit, wow, that was actually pretty decent. No defense down, no weaken, no savage. Fairly good damage, I would say there. Okay, come on, do your shenanigans. Counter attack. Bang! Go down. Get out of here because you're just not that great. You're just not that great. Now we're gonna be able to go with a single target. If I would wanna remove buffs from the enemy team, I will do that. Unfortunately, I didn't got to because we killed them way before that. And if they were proccing I don't know, Swift Parry or anything like that, I was able to come and play with that. So now I can either land HP burn or go like that. How I mentioned, she's not the best champion for Arena Venus, but she's still gonna do a pretty good job. If you don't have a Madame series, and by any chance you have these two together, it can happen. Go on and just crack on it with them because they're gonna be pretty solid. Cupidus is actually a pretty beast right now. He's very solid. I like Cupidus. Now, 2 AoE attacks, good as a farmer as well for campaign if you don't have anyone else better than that. You see, that Warlord has immunity. I'm actually gonna strip buffs this time around. We managed to get an extra turn. Look at that. We're gonna have defense down too and weaken on the entire team. And now Candy did that. We counterattack because Candraphone pissed us off. That's it. We're not even messing around here. I didn't even had a chance to use the rest of the skills because Cupidus ragged the entire team from counterattacking. So now we can actually take care of that Tormin there. Bang, 59k was pretty good damage there as well. So this is a pretty solid and fun combo to use in Arena. Now, it's not something that's going to change the meta. It's not something that I would be like, okay, that's definitely the thing that I'm going to use from here on. I'm not going to use anything else. This is the team that I want to use for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Definitely not the case, but it's going to be a pretty fun team to use. When we are talking about Hydra, guys, I'm not going to do a run there. They're so powerful in the Hydra clan boss, but that will require me to build an entire team around it and do the actual run, and that's going to take like 20 minutes, so that's something for another video maybe. Right now we have the Head of Decay, we have the Head of Suffering, we have the Head of Mischief, and we have the Head of Blight. Them two together in here will actually be amazing. So if we would change that champion and change, I don't know, a damage dealer, we're gonna take out Royal Guard and we're gonna bring in these two champions. So we're gonna go in like that, just as an idea. They would be very powerful. We're gonna have defense down and weaken. We're gonna have tons of damage from Cupidus. We're gonna have HP burn. We're gonna need that for the Head of Blight. And the whole idea is that, let's just say we're not using Ugo, I would be able to keep HP burn on those heads like forever, since I have two different champions doing it AoE. So they're gonna be pretty powerful together. If you haven't tried them yet and you have them, definitely give them a go. You might need them in one of your 3 teams. Very nice. But that was all for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of Venus and Cupidus now after the buff? you like them more, you don't really like them as much as before maybe, or God knows what. But appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.